Good afternoon.
What up? Yo.
Refresh your browsers, y'all, because today is Thursday, March 29th, 2012, and you are listening to Room 3026 live. Episode 497, a 60-minute conversation ranging from technology to pop culture, and I am your host, Damon Nolan, and we are broadcasting live right here in Durham, North Carolina, y'all.
What time is it?
It's lunch hour in the Onyx Tower.
That's good because I'm hungry.
Today, my co-hosts are Mr. Michael Render
My doozy.
and Mr. Derek Brinson.
The world's funkiest man. Stay funky, my friends.
And as always, we encourage listener participation. That means that you can join the conversation. All you got to do is call us right now via the telephone at 646-929-2689. Again, at 646-929-2689. Also, you can chat with us right over here at blogtalkradio.com/Damon Nolan. Again, it's blogtalkradio.com/Damon Nolan. Want to give a special thanks to Mr. Darren Tyler for providing our theme song. It's called Without You.
Like the world's funkiest man, it is very, very funky.
And without you, that means we would not be where we are today. So let me say thank you for joining us. Now let me turn to the chat room and say hi to those who are walking in right now. I see Mr. Alan Tran, the man, is in the house.
What up, man?
What's going on, sir? I also want to say what's up to all of our guests who are listening live in an archive. Thank you as well for joining us. We really do appreciate it, as usual. Now let me tell you what we're going to talk about in today's episode. In our first few segments, we're going to
pay no mind to me. You just keep rolling.
Yeah.
I got you.
in our first few segments, we're going to look at a new app that's rolling out today, and it's supposed to be pretty awesome. It's really, I'm going to call it the how-to, using your mobile phone to create how-tos. And it's got pretty neat service. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about,
sounds promising,
in the event that you're looking for your next house or your next, well, better yet, your next living quarters, specifically in an apartment. I have something that you might be able to use right now, whether you're living in an apartment or whether you're looking for your next place. I got something that might be useful
got
for
something
you.
for you.
Yep.
Little something for you.
That's right. That and much, much more in this episode of Room 3026 live. So, of course, let me ask you guys, how is life treating you today? What's it like?
It's Thursday. One more river to cross. The M80s playing downtown Raleigh.
Okay.
Saturday night. This place called the Big Easy. They are typically very, very kind to us. Just got a call concerning my availability for a short notice thing, maybe tomorrow night. Also downtown, this place called Amra's, which is a very, very nice venue. Apparently, they've got a last-second opening that, well, depends on my bandmates. Maybe I'll make some pocket change.
Okay. Big money?
Well, you know, not so much.
Invest with big money?
It's medium-sized money. Plus, now I got a new car payment.
Oh, yeah.
Ballin'.
Yeah.
Man, guess what, y'all?
What?
Man, there's an iPod in my household. Or
Uh-oh.
iPad, I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah.
You got the two?
Two.
iPod 2.
It's the 3.
Oh, yeah? So who paid for this?
Nah, it's the 2.
Okay. So who?
It's Ebony's.
Oh, okay. Why does she get all the good stuff, man? She gets the really cool camera. Now she gets an iPad too.
So my MacBook Pro ain't cool.
It's very, very cool.
It should be my MacBook Pro.
Man, you don't want the screen too small.
Dude, I just want my old one back.
Dude,
I know
you
that's
were
the
just
one you
you a
want.
Mac hater. You
Can I
don't
get-
really want it. You just
can
want
I
to
get my
talk
Mac
about
one
it is
back?
what you
That's
want
the
to.
one you want. You don't want the little one I got.
Hey,
It's
man.
too small.
I want one that works. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you.
Anyway. So anything else exciting happened last night besides the fact that you are
Man,
now
Angry
yet
Birds.
another
Angry
fan?
Birds Space is cool on a bigger screen. Just saying. I'm just saying.
You played this on the iPad too?
Yeah.
So now you're hooked.
Well,
Now that you had more of an opportunity to play with the iPad, are you now hooked?
hooked on what?
Phonics. No, hooked on iPad, of course.
No, I mean I want the 2. Ebony said the 3's got the better screen, but
oh yes, it's got the Retina display.
Yeah, she says like it's a crazy difference.
It's the
like,
hotness. I mean, we mean that literally.
Like you wouldn't even hold it next to the iPad 2 if they were together. Yeah.
That's
how does she know?
Yes, she saw it at the store.
Oh, she went to the store and bought it new.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's.
Well, why didn't you guys get the 3?
Because I don't think she had enough for the 3.
Oh, gotcha. So why did she get the 2? Like what I'm just curious to know like what was like the factors that kind of went into
the pricing. You couldn't buy one.
Well, you doing market research?
No, well I'm just curious. Like why a tablet?
She wanted
right
the
now?
3 though.
Why the tablet?
I mean, she was torn between that and the laptop.
Oh, gotcha. So she chose. So she chose over a laptop. She chose an iPad.
Yeah, she still might get one though. A laptop.
And a laptop.
I feel you.
Well, somebody got some money in your house.
Nah.
I don't know who. I ain't saying who, but
ain't me.
somebody on that side of the table must have some money.
Nah, it ain't me.
As you typically say,
right?
Ballin'.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't buy brand new, so it ain't me.
Well, somebody
buy,
did. Well, wait a
but it
minute.
ain't
Wait a
brand new.
minute. But didn't you buy a camera for Christmas?
Yeah.
Wasn't that brand
But that
new?
wasn't for me though.
Who bought it?
I mean, I
Who
bought
bought-
it. but
okay, well, there
it
you
wasn't
go.
for me. I'm saying if I buy
so
it for me,
so you buy for you buy used, but if you buy
Yeah.
somebody else, it's new.
Yeah, you know
Hey
that,
man, my
right?
birthday's coming up.
All right.
By the way,
All right.
in January.
Okay.
So hook a brother in, man.
All right. I'm gonna give you a.
Since you like to buy new stuff for people.
I'm gonna give you a Kobe tablet.
No, I already got one of those.
Then what's
That's not worth the.
a Pan
That's
Digital
not even
then?
worth it. I had to mash so hard on the screen to get it to go. Like this ain't touchpad. This is like
Nah,
man,
man, that's durability.
man.
That way you can't break it.
That's true.
But you're
After a
right,
while,
though,
you
that
can't
thing-
push jack on it. I found my girls, man. They're like, but they got it down to a science though. You know, they got used to having to mash real hard. So I feel sorry for the iPad or the next tablet they get.
We're like, David, what's that red spot on your thumb? I've
Been playing with the Kobe.
I've been trying to hit home for like the past 10 minutes.
That's ridiculous.
But you're right though, that button is hard.
Yeah, it is. All right, let me say hi to Dyslexic in America, who just walked in. That's LL.
That's funny.
What's going on, sir?
dyslexic, boogie oogie oogie.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, I got you.
I've been rolling that little play on words for a couple of weeks, and I finally had to spell it out because nobody recognized.
Nobody got it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Let me say what's up to Eugene Henny, who is in the house. What's going on, bro?
Hey man.
Welcome to the show, sir. And we see some other guests are walking in right now. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get ready to jump right on into Feed Watch.
Feed watch. Feed watch. Feed watch. Feed watch. What? What?
What?
What is Feed Watch, you ask?
I just said what, which kind of implied the. Yeah, sure.
That you wanted the other part? This is where we constantly comb the blogs so that you don't have to.
Consistently, semi-regularly, sporadically. Yeah, sure.
We give you the news that you can use
Right now.
because that's what we do.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
So you best not snooze. You will not lose unless, of course, you just enjoy singing the blues. Thank you very much.
There we go. There we go.
All right. There is a new service that has come to not only the iPhone but to the web today. So that means you and I can play with this.
Click it. Click it right now.
It's called SnapGuide.
Oh, yeah, I guess you have to drop the link.
I will have to. I'll go ahead and drop the link now so that you guys can see. It's called SnapGuide.
Like Photoshop?
For those of you who are into Photoshop, you just caught on to what he just said. SnapGuide. There's the link there.
That's what it's called.
It is a new service. It is they've made an app available to the iPhone, but again, there is a web component to this as well, so you can participate today. I'm pulling this from
Click it.
GigaOM and TechCrunch. They both covered the story today.
That looks familiar. I'm trying to remember where it came from.
I think a lot of new service, Pinterest. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah, that's the Pinterest. It looks like the Pinterest font. Yeah, I'm reading a lot of articles where the Pinterest design meme is kind of taking
It's
over
because
the
it's
world.
so simple. Well, at least it's simple. It gets to the point.
Yep.
But I want to tell you a little bit about what this new service is. SnapGuide, that is. It is essentially sort of a how-to service. If you guys have, I think it's eHow, I think was one of those. It's one of those services that kind of gives you how to do things using videos, pictures, and really simple like text. As a matter of fact, down here at the bottom, you can see a number of different snap guides or how to make an arium. How to make an arium. How to sous vide chicken at home. I don't know what that is. Some kind of chicken.
Sous vide.
How to extract honey.
What?
And how to wear a scarf 5 ways. I actually clicked on that one there. The how to wear a scarf 5 different ways.
I'm gonna extract some honey.
So he clicks on it, and you can scroll down, and you see here
frames off the. So really, they're extracting honey from the what? From the beehive.
They are extracting honey.
To be sure.
Right.
Oh, ain't no bees there, but yes.
Well, once you have the hive, you don't really need the bees anymore.
Well, of course you do, because how else unless you're only going to get honey once.
But here's the thing I want to kind of show you. When you first look at this, they're essentially they're just a bunch of steps, right? And it's
no.
Yeah, step 7.
That's a text. I was just trying to see if it was that little flag around the word step 7
was a graphic.
Well, yeah, or a. It looks like I can highlight that text, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, CSS probably.
Yeah, buddy. That's why I was asking.
In any case, you can use video, you can use your camera, you can use audio to basically to create these these steps on how to do just about anything using your phone as an example. And I think that's really where they want to take this. They want to make this not only something you can create via your phone, but also something that you can access via your phone. And if you look at the design, it's very simple.
Yep.
And you'll notice that this is probably something that you'll be able to view right there from your handheld device.
Keep scrolling down. That is one thing that I am really hating about some sites, Bossip in particular.
Oh, man.
They absolutely insist on us keep clicking on that ridiculous slideshow thing, and so like it's going to give them more hits or create the illusion per se, whereas every other site worth its salt has a button right beside it that says show the whole thing.
Right.
Gosh, those guys that irks me.
Bad mobile design.
It's just bad design, period. Click hello. Ooh, hello.
Well, and a couple of the things that you notice when you look at this app or this service is you have comments under every single step, so you can actually leave comments or ask questions.
See, it's backwards because you got to sign in. That's sweet.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah.
Can you still type in it though? Like, yo, just write backwards.
Yeah, they want you to sign in.
You click on it to type in.
You can sign in with Facebook or Twitter.
Pay the toll.
Or you can use your email address to create a new account. It also, each step also gives you supplies that you would need to have, right? Buckets or whatever. You have the option to share, tweet, Google Plus, or like it.
Very nice.
What else can you do? You can like it here. And some other things you can do with this, which I think is pretty cool.
Like a FAQ interactive multimedia FAQ for the entire planet.
Now, it's so because you saw that you can log in with Facebook or Twitter, once you create one of these, you can also share these with your friends on Facebook or Twitter.
That's kind of cool.
So you get a little bit more viral. Get a little bit more viral thing going on there. So some other ones that so it's not all technical per se, but you can consider that. There are ones if you've never learned how to tie a tie or a bow tie, you can do that as an example.
Hey Faith, Alexander's here. The Napster is in the place. What's up, yo?
Yo.
Thank you for joining us.
What else can we do with this? So the co-founder, Daniel Raffel, says eHow was really a pioneer in publishing content online.
Sure.
But it is a lot of evergreen and impersonal content. What we want to do is build a place to be a place where people can share what they're passionate about, he explained, saying that he could even envision a partnership with eHow eventually.
That makes sense.
The way it kind of works, and I'll kind of give you some quick steps. You would make a guide. You download this app, Snap Guide, to your phone, take a series of pictures, or you can upload a video up to 60 seconds in length. You can delineate each step in your process, like step 1, cut a hole in a sock, or whatever.
Cut a hole in the sock.
Step 2.
Put your junk in the sock.
Step 3.
By junk, you do mean my ankle, right?
Yeah.
Because that is how you do it. But you can even fill in the blanks as far as text go simply by talking, because they've used the Nuance technology to transcribe your words that you're saying as you're doing this into actual text. Yes.
For real?
Yep.
Voice recognition?
So the co-founder says, we want to make it really easy to document a process in real time with photos. So as you take photos and videos, you just explain what you're doing, and the app will basically do all this stuff for you. But they want to make sure that you cover it in real time, which is really different from how you would cover it if you were to write a blog or something after the fact. So outside of sharing, you also eventually, this is something that they want to do, they'll make it available so you can share these as widgets on your page or on your blog. So imagine creating one of these here on SnapGuide, and then later on posting on your blog to get more appeal and viralness and everything else. So that's in the works.
The word would be viralities.
Viralities.
Yeah, get your viralities on.
Get your viralities.
Girl, get your virality.
Get your viralities together.
So for those who are on Android devices, don't worry, it's coming soon. They just decided to go with the iPhone first, but it will come to the rest of us soon. But if you're not on any phone and you can jump on board today, just go to snapguide.com and you can actually view
like
those.
It's working just fine in a regular everyday computer web browser.
Scroll down to the bottom and see the honey.
Oh, you see?
Nah. That is how you steal it.
All right.
So you gotta soak the things.
When I was younger.
let me say hi to. I guess I see that Faye is in the house. I know that we just called her attention. Faye's in the house. Good to see you, ma'am. Also, Neil, what you just said. Also, it looks like, is it Ori? Yes, sir. Is in the house. Welcome to the show. Also, a guest 3765 is here. Thanks for joining us. We're just finishing up talking about a new service called SnapGuide. You can go to snapguide.com to get more details on that.
Do it now.
Do it now. We're going to switch gears for a second, and we're going to talk a little bit about another service. It's it really, if you guys are renters or looking for rental space, I have a tool that you may find pretty interesting, and it looks really good too. It's called Rent Social, and you go to rentsocial.com. I'll share the URL with you guys in the chat room so you can see it firsthand. But this is a new service that's available today. You can jump on board to find out, well, some more information on where you could potentially move to next. If you are renting, maybe you're living in an apartment and you need to either redo your lease, and this might be the time of year to do that, or you can talk about your current existing place. There is a new service again called Rent Social, which allows you to leave feedback about the places that you have lived. It also talks about potential tenants that you've lived with, and even gives current people who live there some tools that you can use to interact with your current community.
So if your landlord is a less than nice person or does some dirt, then
you can talk about it. Right?
Does it have a avoid the ghetto option?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you go to rentsocial.com, you type in let's say Durham.
I need that.
Let's type in a zip code.
I need to avoid the ghetto option.
Let's type
just
in
like on
Google.
Google
See
Maps.
what happens.
So let's see what comes up. So he typed in.
There's some Google Maps or something that looks really close there too.
Yeah, and you can see all these different places that have rental, and then on the left-hand side, it has a list of different places, and they all have pictures so far.
And the mileage away from the zip code and which the zip code that you entered.
So let's click one. Let's see what one looks like when you
click
when you
one
open
that
it.
has low stars though.
Yes. Right now, everything has. Oh no! It's not that they have any stars. It's
This
got a
is where
5-star system.
where you get to vote.
All right, click one without the picture, so you know.
They all got pictures.
Now scroll down. Keep going. Keep down.
So while they're looking, I'll give you.
Scrolling.
I'm going too slow.
Well, I didn't want to go too far away because it's listed in the.
It's at the bottom.
It's listed.
See right there.
This one.
Villages of Chapel Hill.
Oh, no picture. Good eye. It's 9 miles away.
But out of like the 20 that were above it, there's one that doesn't. But click on one that has a picture if you don't mind.
It's scarier.
It says view property, so they might have a picture there. No picture.
Let's go live there since there's no picture.
Well, if you did click on one that have a picture, it would show a picture.
So wait, we have a graphic designer on staff that
Right.
says click on the one without the picture.
Right.
Yeah, you
Man,
gotta,
where's my rolled up newspaper?
So you click on it, and it opens up
It's the closest one.
a pretty nice profile. It's a pretty nice looking profile.
It is very. It's
looks
a,
just like
It's an
a
attractive.
It's a very very.
But it gives you what the building
that's
looks
hot.
like. It also gives you some inside shots of what the place looks
well,
like.
gee willikers, they show the floor plan.
The floor plan.
The floor. See, I see what you're. I see what you're
I'm
doing
just
there.
saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
I see what you're doing there. See, this would be some esoteric humor having to do with other things in which we have in common.
Right.
Right.
Based on common experiences.
Give you the dollar amount, the price range that you can get. Rooms and bedrooms and different amenities are
Oh,
listed.
look, it's got the
Yeah.
the slide, the very nice slideshow. You know, it would seem that any place that would be offering other people places to stay,
To
it seems
sleep.
to me it would offer a floor plan and or
Yeah.
internal pictures, pictures of inside the actual place in which your potential person would be staying. That it defies
That's
logic and
nice.
reason that may not happen in
This
some
is in
places.
Durham.
Yep.
Man, I might need to switch it up.
I'm just-
707 is right. It's in the
It's in the
zip
area.
code.
But let me give you some other details.
See, there's a Google map, man.
Let me give you some
Go hook up.
details. They call it Rent Social, but not just because they want to call it Rent Social, because it actually connects with your Facebook account, and it allows you to share different apartments that you're looking for with your friends and potential roommates. This might be good for students, for one.
That makes sense.
But what it does is it allows potential
Dog park.
renters to be
Teddy
able
bear.
to read reviews and find out more about the properties that you're looking into. And if you are a current renter, let's say you stay at a location today, the service will also allow
High-speed
you
Wi-Fi, Mike.
to
You can use it in the tanning bed.
to allow
What?
So that's jokes, run. I'm sorry.
Mike's gonna go get in the tanning bed. Yeah,
And use the Wi-Fi.
like he needs a tan.
You see what I did there?
Sometimes you get a little pasty.
See, well, the thing is, you can't use the tanning bed because he has an eye product. So between that and the heat produced by the eye product, he'd just be burnt
Yeah, I
to a
don't think
crisp.
the antenna would. Yeah.
Well,
Put duct tape on him and
If-
send him back to work.
if you are a current renter,
Sorry.
like in the case that you are right now, Mike,
Yes.
if you are, they also have some tools for you specifically, something that you can do. You can actually pay your rent or submit a maintenance request through their system.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if your place is using this service, you wouldn't have to call them now. You can simply go right here to the website. So it would get you to come back to the service to say, look, this is a great place to live, you know, all these other really cool things.
So if I were a recently married man that whose apartment needs to get like cleaned out and rented, how might I use this? Trulia.com, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is another service according to Faye that's very similar. So cool if someone was talking bad about me and my renting habits, I would know about it.
Mm.
Yes, Trulia looks very similar.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't know about the posting to Facebook like, "Hey, y'all, I'm moving at 8 o'clock tonight."
Well, I don't know if I don't
Don't
know.
rob me.
Well, again, this is for your friends, right? So
Yeah.
assuming you're putting it out there for your friends, you normally do that anyway.
Yeah, and they can help you.
Yo, come help me move.
Sucker.
But there are some other
That's
tools.
the time to find something to do.
But there are still some other tools that I haven't told you. If you're still a current renter, you can even have a private messaging platform between your friends and neighbors. So you could even sort of build that community better by determining who lives around you and is on this service. So that's pretty cool.
Where do you want to live?
Yeah. So this is
The islands.
the islands.
It says, where do I want to live?
Oh, I don't know if that would work.
Well, let's see.
The islands of Durham. There you go. The place. Go to the place.
Well,
The closest place is in Atlanta.
well these all say 0 miles. So these are like on the islands, huh?
In
I was joking.
Kalamazoo. All right.
Wow.
Be playing basketball in
Cool.
Publican Bay.
Well, there you go. Anyway, that's gonna do it for that. After the break, we're gonna take a look at a new service that I am now posting on my website
Post this
that you can
here.
get some feedback on your users. This is one that Gregory Ng talked to me about, and I want to share it with you guys as well. And I finally got my report back from Google account activity. I don't know if you guys went out and did it or not, but I want to go over that with you so you guys know what to expect. It's going to be that and much, much more. But first, let's take pictures, and we call this Daily Booth.
Daily Booth.
What it look like? What are you wearing?
All right, Daily Booth is where we go to take pictures. It's a free website. You can go there right now. It's www.dailybooth.com. You can take a picture with your webcam, with your cell phone, or you can just upload a picture, whatever is easiest for you. And once you do, you can share it with us right here in the chat room. And if you're listening on an archive show, don't worry. You can always join the fun. Just follow us. You can follow me at Blog Talk Radio at dailybooth.com/Damon Nolan. Let me know you're a listener, and I'll follow you back. And anyway, while you guys are pulling out your cameras and taking all of those pictures, we're gonna be. I see Mike just took one while I wasn't looking, so I probably have this deer in a headlight look.
Serious.
Yeah, that's what happens when I don't pay attention to cameras.
Very serious.
It's sometimes that happens. So let me log in there real quick and see who is taking pictures.
Who's on what?
Who is taking pictures? All right, Neil. What is this? Oh, Neil's having conversations. Good stuff. Okay.
Well,
conversation.
So I'll wait while Mike is.
Yes, apparently he had to take a young person to task the other day, and apparently there's
Who, Neil or Ego Amp?
Oh, that was Ego Amp yesterday.
Yeah, I think Ego Amp had to take somebody on Daily Booth to task.
Apparently,
that means discipline. By the way,
I was gonna say, it sounds like a whooping.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what happens.
I was kind of getting there without trying to go.
I mean, I didn't want to say whooping.
Like, sir, can you please take your child to task?
But
that's polite.
Yeah.
Yes, but
or you can say, I'm going to take out the starch.
See, if we want to go there.
All right, I posted mine.
Yes,
ours. Take the starch out of your pants.
That's what they called it.
If you wanted to go into the classic stand-up black people. Y'all heard black comedians. Y'all know how this works.
Give me a switch.
Anyway, thank you, Mike Renda, for sharing that picture. And as expected, I guess that's what I look like when I'm talking and not paying attention.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah, but you see me turn around, it's like
but
you have to prepare.
But we were busy.
Yeah, we have to prepare for this next segment. Right? That's what happens.
Really?
Anyway, thank you guys. Really. Feel free to post your pictures as you get them, and we'll take a look at them. So let's move on to our next story of the day. Let's talk about crowd science. I don't know.
Oh yeah. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk in a minute about the article I wrote yesterday with Gregory Ng. But in sort of preparing for this, he mentioned this in his speech the other day, or in his presentation. As a matter of fact, it's a free service that allows you to ask your audience questions, and if nothing else, it's a great place to start understanding your audience. Now, so if you have a website or if you have a blog, and I'm kind of looking at the list here, I know that Alan has one, Derek, you have one, Leon, you have one,
yeah, sure.
Of course, Eugene has one. Faye, I don't know if Faye has a site or not, but and Neil, I'm not certain, and then Orieser, I'm not quite sure. But if you have a site, this would probably be something of benefit to you. You can go to crowdscience.com. That's crowdscience.com. It's, like I said, it's a free service, and what it does is allows you to basically create some questions that will go on your website. Now, if I'm going to give you, and if you don't mind, I'm going to give you my URL. I'm going to drop it into the chat room. And I don't know if you're going to get it or not, but I want to show it to you, at least from the front side. And then I can show you to some degree what the back side kind of looks like, or at least describe it for you, so you have an idea of how it works. So, Derek, if you would just select on that link there, there should be a box that would potentially come up. There it is. There's a little they call it a toaster, and it has the Crowd Science logo on it, and then it gives you sort of an idea of what this is about, and then it asks you a question: do you want to help, or do you not want to help? It's just we're going to ask you some questions. Do you want to participate? And I like that. Then it takes you to one of their pages. It tells you what it's about.
This is a shameless act of click-howery. We do know this, right?
Well, I wanted you to know. I wanted you to know what it looks like. Now, this one here is for site satisfaction.
You wouldn't dare do no click-hoer, would you?
No, I would never do that. But look at the top, right?
What?
At the top, it says no. Just the title. It says this is site satisfaction surveys.
Yes.
There are 4 surveys that I pushed out here, and I'm going to go over those with you in just a moment. But I want you to pay attention and know which one you're answering, and you guys may get a different survey. But what's cool about this is that it will post this question to people, and it would not answer or ask them to answer again if they've already answered it, which is cool because that way you don't get,
because I look so good for my age.
You don't get blowed up. But in any case, what's cool about this is that the service is entirely free, and you get 4 different types of surveys that you can participate in, or you can roll out on your page. And I'm gonna tell you about each one of those. There are 4. One of those is called Who, and that basically tries to give you some information about who's actually coming to your page or to your blog, right? And it only has a very small piece of code that gets attached to your website. You can drop it in. I dropped it in my footer, basically, of my page, and it took a whole whopping 10-15 seconds to install that. On the back side of this is
questions I don't know.
It asks you some, you know that one. It asks you some basic questions right now. What kind of questions? Now, see, I'm gonna tell you that one of the biggest things I had an issue with going into this is I never know what questions to ask. It's the thing about, that's why I hate surveys and polls, because I have no real, I'm not a scientist when it comes to like asking really good questions, so I don't really know what to ask. But this service, all it does is it gives you some very general questions to ask, like what is your demographic information?
Cool.
If you want to include, let's say, a technology,
how much?
You got a new font on the page. Oh,
yeah, man. So it's really easy to create these surveys, though. I mean, it took me probably less than 5 minutes to come up with. Once I understood how the thing works, it took me less than 5 minutes to create the survey, and I just selected like very general topics, and they came up with the questions. And now, of course, I could review them beforehand, and I can sort of fine tweak of how some things are going to look. Like, do I really want to talk about how much money you make? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that'll help you understand who your audience is. So that's one of them. Another one that you have is one called SAT, or certifications. Yeah, certifications. Right? Blah 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 blah. How satisfied are you? That's another one, and that took again a few moments. Another one is for mobile projects. If you want to find out how your users are using your web, or what their usage is of your website via the mobile device. And then lastly is the other one called Shop, and that one talks about if you are a shopper, or if your site is let's say an e-commerce site, for example, and you want to know more about their shopping habits. Okay, again, each one of these only took moments to create. The thing I'm noticing on the other side, and what I really liked about this, is that once you understand who your demographic is, or is
B.
Sure, I'll use that. Who they be. Right. You can then help sort of redefine your page so that you are beginning to attract or appeal to your audience.
LL with the hoodie on Daily Booth. Well done, sir.
Okay.
Right.
So anyway, I've run all 4, and I've run all 4 simultaneously. So I'm running each one of them. So in your case, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to do it. You may have seen a different survey, and it's on all of my pages. So every time you go, it'll say, let me give him another question. He didn't answer this one before, so I'll have him do this one. Now, as far as the report goes, I can go into the website right now, and I can see the reports that they've created. And I'm going to go in there, and I can actually see how many people, like, let's say in the first one, I'm looking at, let's say, shoppers, for example. I see that it tells you how many hits that app has had, how many offers, in this case, how many times it has sent out that little toast at the bottom of the page, and how many people have actually accepted that toast and then completed.
Toast.
Toasted, for me, toast is that little device that
I get
came
it.
up.
I'm just wondering where that term comes from.
You know, because it pops up like a piece of toast out of the toaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it was like champagne.
And it's in real time.
Toast.
So that's really cool.
Like, here you go.
Here you go.
Take a sip.
So anyway, yeah, if you're interested in understanding who your audience is, yeah, by all means, go check it out and put it on your site. Maybe you can, maybe you can learn something. I know I did, and I'm pretty excited about it.
So there you go.
Yeah,
cool.
All right, so switching gears. Yesterday on the show, we talked about Google, and they rolled out a new service called Account Activity. And I shared this URL with you yesterday, but I'm going to give it to you again. I don't know if you guys have had time. Derek, Mike, have you guys had time to? I have not. To run your report to see what you guys are doing?
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Here's the link to that page, and you can. It takes, like I said, less than
moments.
I don't know. Let me tell you what time it came in. Matter of fact, it came in some point last night, so it took more than a few minutes to get the report. But once I got it, I want to share with you the feedback that I got.
Feedback.
I want to give you some of the information that I have received because, hold on, I got to log in real quick. I was just in here a second ago, but it does have a secure. You got to log in twice in order to get it. But it must have taken me a few hours after I initially submitted it before I got it. So just by default, this service ran about a month's worth of activity, and it looks like it's running from February until the 25th of this month. Right. So it's running, and then what it's looking at, so there's a number of sections, like there's the general account, there's authentication, there's Gmail, web history, YouTube, and Google Latitude. Now, so for account sign-ins, it tells you, okay, so you've signed in from the United States using these browsers and also on these platforms. That would be Android and Windows.
Right.
Okay, so that's to be expected. Alternate email addresses, I haven't added or removed any. How many application passwords have I added? And since I am using the two-step process now,
right,
it tells me that okay, and you put your mouse over it, and it actually comes up with some information. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I didn't see that the first time. When I tell you what locations in the United States I logged in from, it even tells you from what network you were logging in from. So I can see right here the School, Sprint, and Roadrunner are the ones that came in. Oh, that's really cool. It tells me when I go down to what applications did I create for the two-step login. It tells me which ones I put in there. And it even tells you which sites you have approved in the last month. For example, if you wanted to log into a particular service using Google, it tells you which accounts you're logging in with Google with. So that's really
like Picasa and all that.
Yeah, you know how that has like the login feature, right? You can log in with Facebook, Twitter, or Google. So it tells you what services you've logged into.
Oh.
And it tells you how many times you've logged in there, and I guess it's the last time you've logged into it. That's neat. The first thing that comes to mind when I look at this is definitely one of those things about protecting yourself, right? Your identity, to see where you go. Now under Gmail, it tells you how many emails you've sent. Let me see here. How many emails you've received? I've received 2,600 emails in the last month. Wow, that's a lot of emails. It tells you who your most contacts with. That's cool. If you put your mouse over, you can see a bigger list, and how many times you've emailed them. Wow. Web history, how many searches, top queries that you've looked into. No surprises here. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, man, my kids, man, how do they get on my computer? Yeah, I don't remember looking for that. And even starts now break down whether you're doing web searches or picture searches. And I do quite a few picture searches. It even brings in your YouTube account, how many videos, 4,300 YouTube video views of the last month. That's awesome.
4,300?
4,300 video reviews over the last month.
My goodness.
Wow.
That's how many you reviewed?
No, that's how many somebody's been viewing my videos. That's a lot of video views in a month. Well, for me at least, that's pretty good. Which video is the most popular at 18%? It's the one with Tim Arthur when he was doing that review of the that little Bluetooth thing in his car.
Yep.
That is very cool. So
Very interesting
yeah.
indeed.
So there you go. It's a really neat service. If you haven't jumped on board, go ahead and do it now. Go try it out and see what you have. The one thing I'm gonna probably turn on just to see if it works is the Google Latitude thing. I'm gonna turn that on and check in to some stuff. And see what kind of activity or information that gives us. I'm just curious.
Right.
Just want to know.
Of course.
You know. I don't know. I mean, I don't see myself using it because it seems always. I mean, I don't know if it's just my phone or what, but the little location. Oh, what do you call that? GPS thing on my phone doesn't always work.
Right.
Especially when I'm out there in Clayton, North Carolina, in the backwoods of the tobacco fields and all that.
Backwoods.
The backwoods of tobacco fields. You know about that. All right, we're gonna take another break. We're gonna go to some blog rolls, things that you guys are writing, which you're putting out there into the blogosphere, and then we're gonna talk about some really cool things. And okay,
What?
some new things that Google just launched.
No.
Yeah, even more new things that Google has launched.
They never do that.
We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about a new movie that's a remake of an older movie.
This is the remix.
Well, everything is a
Everything is a remix.
Yeah.
I figured you'd say that. All right, let's do blog roll.
Rolling.
With the POC.
And not your
Nacho cheese.
mistresses.
Not prognosis, not your nemesis. With more than one host, that makes us hostesses.
With the Moses's.
Get the
All
best
right.
out your postesses.
All right, we have two stories today. Two stories today. The first one comes from JMI, John Mark Ivy, who was on here yesterday. He's a big fan of American Idol. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but
No.
his top 9 personal Idol week. This is season 11, and he kind of breaks it down for us. And I don't know if you guys watched last night's episode, but oh my goodness, last night's episode was off the chain. There was a lot of standing ovations, 5 standing ovations last night on American Idol. As a matter of fact, I was really impressed. There was a young lady, I think her name is, let me see if I can find it in here real quick. She did a Beyonce song. If you guys are a fan, what is her name? I think it's like Garcia.
Gargamel.
Hold on. What is her name? I'm gonna give it to you real quick. It's I'm sorry, Jessica Sanchez. It's she sung "Sweet Dreams" by Beyonce, and let me tell you that she killed it. And for a little body that she has, it is amazing to me how much voice she has.
Really?
Yes. So anyway, if you're not a big fan of American Idol, let me give you this link here. You can get. Alan Tran says Jessica Sanchez is gonna win it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, man, she killed it last night. She sang the song. Let me see if I can. I don't want to play it, but she sang this Beyonce song, and I gotta tell you, she slowed it down.
Break down.
And she has such a beautiful voice, man. If you haven't seen it, huh?
What's the name of the song?
I think it's called "Sweet Dreams," or hold on, I'll give it.
Sweet Dreams.
No, not that one.
Oh.
It's called blah blah blah. Yeah, "Sweet Dreams" by Beyonce. She just did a great job, and it's not the only one. Some of the other guys and gals really did a good job as well. But if you missed last night's, you missed a real treat, especially if you're a music fan, because they went back and sang some old rock songs and some soul music. And
so what was it?
just
The
brought
year you was born or something?
I think it's the theme was songs by your personal idol.
Oh. I was about to say she got to be
right.
like
So
10.
and you can tell because she does sound an awful lot like Beyonce too.
I don't say that.
Yeah, she does. Anyway, here's his link. Please go over there to his website.
Click it. Right
click
now.
on the link and say hi, say thank you for posting, or just let them know that you that you got the link. We really appreciate it. And there's one more, and I promised this one yesterday. I finally had a chance to finish it. It's called How to Turn a Video Blog into a Six-Figure Business.
Yes.
On what's today? Thursday. On Tuesday night, Gregory Ng, the otherwise known as the Frozen Food Master, did a presentation at the SEO meetup at the Turnanog Irish pub downtown Raleigh. In any case, it was a great event. It was about an hour and a half presentation, and it just went by so fast. There was so much good information. So if you are doing any sort of, and you don't have to only do a blog, but I found it interesting if you're doing any sort of blogging and you're trying to find your niche, there's some good information here. Let me give you the link. You can go grab this. Blah 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 blah. And I want to say thank you to use guys who have already been sharing it. I appreciate it. But let me give you sort of an overview of some of the topics. Number one, choosing a niche. If you're trying to create a show, whether it's a video show or a blog, and or a podcast is another one, and you're trying to really fine tune your audience, you want to really focus in on your audience, who they are and what they want. You need to find the niche, right, and get down to it.
What'd you say?
Your niche.
Oh, I thought you said
snitch.
Nah,
No,
that.
I know what you thought I said. Wrong.
I can't hear you.
Once you identify the niche, then number two is to own the niche. He talks about that, how you can go in there and own it. And number three is to know your audience. And he gives a number of really, really good tools. One of those of which we talked about today, Crowd Science. So big shout out to Crowd Science as one tool. But he goes down a list and says, there's no one solution for understanding who your audience is. To understand your audience, you need to use all these tools. Blip TV, Facebook questions, the list goes on. And there were some really good snippets in there. Number four, grow your audience. And there's some ways to grow your audience, whether you're trying to get them from 1 to 100 or 100 to 1,000 or beyond. And then 5, give sponsors something. This is how then he moves from how to get people on your show to now saying, how do you start making money on them?
Balling.
Right? So he starts to go to how you do that. Number 5 is to give some sponsors. And number 6, how to make money on your show, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a video show, whether it's a blog. There is probably something in here for everyone. So definitely go out there and get it. Stop by, say hi. Also say hi to Gregory Ng, Frozen Food Master. That's Gregory Ng. He's on Twitter, and let him know that you listened. Cool beans?
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Appreciate it, man. All right, so here is going into our last. Well, we got 2 stories left, but the first one here I want to get into is some of the new updates over there on Google Plus. So yesterday we talked about the account activity tool, which we just talked about a second ago.
Sounds a lot. It's beginning to remind me of like Google Alerts, except for with that internal information that they're mining about you, which is necessarily a good thing.
Well, absolutely, and I think this is, and it's good to kind of go to one place and get a lot of this data. What is your personal behavior? If you look at analytics, what are you doing, and how can you do it better?
I'm a fan.
And to protect yourself, how is your account being used?
Who's in there? Who's trying to Who's trying to do things?
You don't know. If you're not there, you're not watching.
You don't know what you don't know.
Okay.
For sure.
So Google Plus. Now, if you have an account, I want you to go in there real quick. I want to show you some new features. You go to Google plus.google.com, and I'll put this in there. Mike or Derek, are you logged in still?
I'll tell you in a second.
All right, let me give you this URL. If you go to plus, I'm trying to write this on with my laptop. Plus.google.com.
Yep.
You follow that in there. Now, if you hit on a Hangout, go ahead and click Hangout there, and then go ahead and do it public or whatever you're gonna do. And a matter of fact, I will join you in there. I will join you in that plus.
We're plussing.
Yeah, we're plussing. I want to show you some of these.
You want to log into my account and plus
you
with
don't.
me?
Okay, this computer.
Come
All right,
on.
I'll go ahead and start a Hangout on my side.
It's your operating system.
You want to hang out with my pluses?
I don't want nothing to do with anything.
You want to log into my account? You sure? Hire me.
Go on now.
Don't want none. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and create a Hangout. So if you're on Google Plus now, you can go ahead and join the Hangout. I don't know how this is going to affect the quality of our audio show, but I wanted you guys to see this. There's a new button inside of Google Plus. It's called Apps. As a matter of fact, this is brand spanking new. You can do things. Obviously, we've seen some of this before. You can watch a YouTube video together, right? You can, or now you can even edit docs together while looking at each other.
Do you want to log into my account?
Do you want to look at me while I
log into your account?
Edit my video or my audio.
Go play some basketball.
But here are the new apps that are in there today. And if you, the first one is called Aces Hangout. It's actually a poker game where you can play poker with your friends. And what makes it different than other online games is now I can see your face to see if you are
poker face.
Right, exactly. Are you trying to, like, are you lying?
Can't read.
Am I playing poker? Yes.
Yes.
I'm lying.
Can I see it in your face? Some people, I'm sure.
No,
can
you cannot.
I'm sure, but it's not always gonna be in your face. But either way, it's gonna be fun. I'm sure to play the Texas Hold'em on your Hangout style.
Texas Hold'em.
There you go. Then another one is called. Let's see here. Another one called the Clubhouse Challenge by Bravo. It's testing your pop culture IQ against other teams. It's kind of a cool little game.
Hey, got my connectivity.
There's one called Cuckoo. That's C-A. Cuckoo. And that one's, it's basically a wireframing, mind mapping, and diagramming with others, Mike.
Ooh.
Cool. Mike.
Oh.
So when you meet with your customers, if you're a web developer or something, think about that. You can actually design or brainstorm some new projects right there from within the Hangout. Okay, I start seeing all these little light bulbs going off right now. I'm going to click on that one for a second just to see Cuckoo. All right, I'm going to allow access to see what that looks like. All right, cool.
I'm taking this a connectivity joint.
I tried to tell you.
Yes, you did.
I tried to tell you.
And eventually I listened, so there you go.
All right, so now it's asking me for all this permissions. Do you want? Yes. You can have access to my account. Yes. Okay, I can create a new diagram as an example, so I'll create one. I'm working on the wireframing tool to see how that works. Oh, okay. I can create. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can create things like org charts. I can let's see here, SWOT analysis. I can do schedules. Oh, that's cool. I can do a flow chart. I can do mind maps. Okay. Oh, that's cool. What else? Site maps. And wireframing for your website, Mike.
Yep.
This is cool. Freehand wireframing. I can do an iPhone wireframe. I can do an Android wireframe. I can do an iPad wireframe.
Awesome.
Greeting cards. I can do. Oh, so there's a lot of options here for how you can create those. Right there within Hangout. Some other ones you get. Google Effects. You can try on different headwear, eyewear, or facial hair, which is kind of a fun thing to do. We've seen that before. Put some rabbit ears or some cat ears on you.
Yeah, the Wii used to do that.
Right. Another one is called Scoot and Doodle. It's a drawing.
Scoot and Doodle.
You can color and draw.
Scoot and Doodle.
You can color and draw at the same time.
Somebody's hanging out.
Yeah. You can color and draw with your friends. This one probably will be good for the kids, I would imagine. So you can, you gotta. There's some sort of an accent every time you open one up. There we go. All right, so you can. I'm opening up Scoot and Doodle.
Scoot and Doodle.
These must be characters, and you can draw. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I thought it was like I could color something like a character, but it looks like you can just draw. It's like drawing with each other. And then last, SlideShare. Here's another good one. SlideShare for co-viewing presentations, docs, and videos. That's going to be a good one to have if you're getting ready for a presentation. Tim Arthur, or let's say we're going to do a presentation. We're co-presenting somewhere. You can come here and work on a SlideShare presentation together. right? So that's got to be pretty cool. Yeah, that's got to be pretty cool. So anyway, those are some really good tools if you are looking to sort of become a little bit more effective, or just want to have fun and hang out with some friends. You can kind of do both. Google Plus is launching those things out right now. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to Alan Tran, who turned me on to this. There is a new trailer, or at least a sneak peek at an upcoming trailer for the Total Recall movie that's coming out.
All right, let's check it.
All right, I'm gonna give you the URL so you can check this out yourself. I'm curious to find out what you think about a new Total Recall. I
never saw the first one.
Really?
Well, then this is probably going to be for you.
Because it got action in it.
Yeah.
Well, the first one did. By all means, I have that one on video.
I can hear it, but I can't see.
All right. Colin Farrell.
What? Is he? Teaser for the teaser. Nice.
Yeah. That probably wasn't loud enough, but it's about a 30-second.
No, it's fine.
A 30-second clip. It's really sort of a trailer of a trailer, which is going to come out later. But it is doing a remake of the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic.
It is a classic.
Classic Total Recall, which was a really good movie, and you can even see at the end when he jumps off. That was actually probably something that Arnold Schwarzenegger did in the first one.
That's an icon.
Oh.
That's an iconic clip. Sure.
Right.
Guess I have to watch the older one.
Well,
I recommend it.
I would. Yeah, it's definitely a good movie. My question really, as I
saw
that,
you know what? Before let me withhold that recommendation. I can't even say definitively whether or not that movie's going to hold up over time. Although I think it does, from what I can remember. Maybe I need to go watch the old one myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie, and I enjoyed it. I don't know.
It seems like it would hold up pretty good.
He's not very muscular, Colin Farrell, that guy, and it's hard to look at him and then look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, or look at Arnold Schwarzenegger and look at him and say, but it's so early. Because as a matter of fact, Alan Tran pointed out this movie came out in the 1990, I think he said.
Yeah, that's
not that long ago.
90s. Well,
wait, hold on a second now. Hold on.
90s, man.
It's not that long ago.
Don't make me get out my rolled up newspaper.
Okay.
82.
Don't start.
It's not that long ago. Okay.
I couldn't even cross the street.
Dude, here you go.
Just saying.
Can you cross
I'm just saying. It wasn't that long ago.
I couldn't cross the street without my grandmother.
About this cross the bridge of your nose. What? Pap! Told you to stop.
I'm just saying.
So I don't know. I guess my first opinion of this is it really hasn't been that long. So if why are they making this movie so soon? Like, it's still fresh. Like, I know what happens in this movie. It's like making.
So you saying like we can't repeat like a Back to the Future because it's so close?
Well, that was what, 85.
Yeah.
But why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why why? Now, I will say this, but kind of looking at this now, I can understand that they're trying to use new technology, right? Maybe a little bit more CGI, because we just saw what looked like a Star Wars
90 seconds.
A Star Wars view when they were like dropping down. That was so Star Wars,
right?
So anyway,
this is funny. I don't even know how I got to this, and we can't talk about it. But if you're in the live chat room, here's a clue: $35 per roll.
All right. Well, let me use this soundbite today, because yesterday they cut us out. So let me say thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate you. I want to say thank you to
story I've ever seen.
I want to say thank you to Alan Tran.
What happened to the deuces?
Also want to say thank you to Mr. Calvin Reeves, who came and joined us. Thank you for joining us. Also want to say thank you to Dyslexic in America. That's LL. Eugene Henney. Man, good to see you, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks
I follow
for
your blog,
us.
dude.
Faye Alexander, thanks for joining us. Ori, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And or ma'am.
First offender.
DB Funky, thank you. Don't forget, we're here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on blogtalkradio.com. You can find us online at youtube.com/Damon Known for a higher quality audio.
Is the show over or are we starting?
And as well, you can find us on Facebook.
See, I was going to leave. I
Twitter,
wasn't even going to bring it up.
And all the above. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, Mike Render.
Deuces. Oh, deuces.
Deuces.
Get back to work. One more day.